Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are in a place called Chirk, which is right on the English-Welsh border up in North Wales, so it's on the Welsh side of it. And we've come around to look at Chirk Castle, if I can say it properly. Weather's not that brilliant, it's a bit dreary, rainy. It's supposed to be sunshine and showers, and yeah, we'll see how we get on. So we're not going to let that ruin us. So you know what, go and grab your coffee, let's go on an adventure. Views from up here in the castle are amazing. Just down this way over here I can see a lake, but beyond you can actually get views over the plains of Cheshire and Shropshire, I believe. So yeah, a very defensive position, and in fact this was actually completed in about 1303, 4, something like that, I don't know. But it was one of the last completed castles of Henry I, who built a number of defensive castles up here. And it's the last one built by him that's still lived in, I believe. So yeah, the castle's not quite open yet. It opens in about 15 minutes, but there is a coffee shop in there, a courtyard and other things. And then just over to my right, there's some walled gardens. So yeah, let's have a look around. Beautiful defensive gatehouse here. Not sure if the roof would have been on back in the time. Guard houses either side, entrance to the castle, another set of gates blocking in, so it's like a double in and out. And then you've got the courtyard. Those beautiful roses. And I think because I'm filming this at Easter, that's the Easter bunny. Down to the dungeons. It's dark in here. This would not be a nice place to be. Tiny little bits of light through slits. And we've actually got a light bulb in here. There are several tantalising records of prisoners being kept at Chirk Castle. The patent roll of 1422, Thomas Strange, the castle constable, is commanded to procure horses, carts and men to take 15 French prisoners from the Tower of London to Chirk. Could they have been captured during Henry V's campaigns in France and held for ransom? This is a lower guard room, circa 1300. And it's a loo with a view. Sit on the loo and look out when you're there. No, can't fit. You had to be slim back then. Up to the tower. Obviously you can go higher, but we're not. Yeah. Ah, we're at the back of the clock. Sir Thomas room. So this is described as Sir Thomas room, which is effectively his room after he handed the castle over to his son. So it's very, yeah, I suppose you've got room for a bed, room for your clothing, and a nice warm fire. And I suspect nice views over the countryside as well. Punishment room. Again. Oh, back corridor, probably another toilet, privy, fireplace. Who knows? No, toilet. Yeah, there's a hole. So welcome to the salon. We've got our little harpsichord over here. One of the fair maidens would have been playing music to impress their guests, all sat over here. It's like a scene out of Downton Abbey, isn't it? Everyone sat around here chatting. So you can see from here the landscape originally would have been a lot more formal, shall we say, with lots of leading lines, lots of trees lining routes, and yeah, a little bit more natural now. But let's go up here and have a look and see if we can find the Hawk House. And here we have the pond, and I think we found our fourth and final nymph at the back of the pond. So there we go, that was Chirk Castle. Let me know down in the comments, what did you think of it? I thought it was really an interesting castle, because the history there is it was once a castle. We then had the Civil War here in the UK, and yeah, you know, it has changed. It's been partly demolished, partly rebuilt. Some stuff is only sort of, I don't know, 150 years old. Other stuff is 600-700 years old. So I thought it was quite interesting that they kept everything the same. The dungeons in that area, you could see how it used to be back in those times versus the more modern time that we had upstairs in those sort of rooms up there. So yeah, really cool, really enjoyed the trip here. Some beautiful gardens, some really interesting things. Definitely a really nice day out if you're into that sort of thing. So yeah, let me know what you thought.